What is up, my fam bam? Ashley Elizabeth here with AHM Artistry, and welcome to my new foundation routine, technique type of thing. We have been experimenting a lot the last month or two here on my channel, and I've been trying new techniques and doing different things and blah, blah, blah. So after all of that, I mean, I'm still experimenting some more and I'm still having fun with different things, but I have figured out a new way to do my full beat foundation concealer routine, and I've changed it up a little bit, especially thanks to that concealer battle that I did, because I've learned a couple things about at least my skin and what my skin needs. So today I'm going to show you that. I'm going to show you some new products that I've been testing out and that I've been loving. Now, I'm not saying things aren't going to change, because things may change, you know. I'm testing out new products, new makeup, new techniques all the time on my channel, but right now, this is what I'm feeling right now, and I'm digging it, and I had to share with you guys, so I wanted to do a video just to show you my new foundation, my new concealer routine, and what I'm liking. And even if I try different products, I'll probably do this foundation and concealer step because it has made a tremendous difference in the texture of my skin, just the overall look, the glowiness, everything, and I just had to share it with you guys in case it will help you. And if not, if you want to do a different way, that's cool too. If you want to just hang out and chit chat with me, then come on, do that too. So if that all sounds good and dandy to you, then you know what to do. Sit back, hang tight, and keep on watching, baby. Keep on watching. Okay, let us begin. So we're gonna start with primer. Not much has changed in the primer field, except I have added one new primer product. So starting with the Too Faced Hangover RX, of course. I'm still playing around with the Tatcha Silk Canvas Primer. Right, I'm trying to figure out what all the fuss is about, because with that one, I can't. This video is not about that, but I just have to mention, what? I'm really trying to understand it, but right now I can't get that primer to work for me at all, but I'll update you guys once I get a valid opinion. I've only tried it with a couple foundations, but the Too Faced Hangover RX primer I can use with everything, and I just love it so much. Ugh. If you're oily, you probably won't like this, but don't mind this guy either. If you don't follow me on social media, then I'll let you know I have been sick all week. That is a casualty of being sick, you know. I'll get a couple more of them because that's what happens when I'm sick, and I did a big old detox yesterday, so it just pulled everything through, so that's awesome. I actually feel a lot better today. I just have that weird random cough now, but no longer congested, no more headaches and pains. So now this is the new primer that I like to incorporate. If I'm feeling really dry, I can use this all over, but what I like to use this Makeup Revolution baking oil with, and you've probably seen it in some of my videos, I got it early in December, is I take a little tiny bit, rub it in between my fingers, and I gently massage it under my eyes, because my eyes are very dry. I'm getting fine lines there, and I just noticed that it helps kind of plump up a smidge bit, but it doesn't interact with my foundation so far. So it's been about, what, 2 months now, and I've really been liking it. I love the way it smells. So this has been just a part of my routine, and I'm loving it. And it dries, and it's not like a dry oil where it's where to go, but it's not super intense oily, that's too much. It's just a perfect in-between balance. Now this is where everything changed with concealer. If you follow me, then you know that I did a concealer battle where I test out right on my face the different techniques. Number one thing I learned in that video, and I think I mentioned it, if not I did it in the comments, I was using way too much. I don't know what happened over the last year, but literally every time I did my makeup, I feel like I was using more and more and more, and by the time I did that video, my whole face was concealer. So I reeled it in, I reevaluated, I took the things that I did like about it and the things I didn't like about before and after, and over the last week I've been doing it this way, and I think that my face looks way more smooth and flawless. I'm not getting that weird texture on my skin anymore. I mean, sometimes you can't really see it in camera, but when I take pictures it was what is going on? So I'm going to be doing that. So I'm going to take my Tarte Shape Tape in Light Sand, and like I did in the video, except I'm only doing it this area, I'm going to conceal a tiny bit before doing my foundation, just on this area of my face. Just where I have that extra discoloration. I don't know why it didn't work anywhere else on my face, and I was talking to a couple of you guys in the comments as well that you noticed it too, that it helped cancel everything out, but when I put the concealer on top, it doesn't. I don't know if that's gonna work for everybody. It's bizarre, but it's what's been working for me, so that's what I want to show you guys today. If you're having that problem with discoloration on the cheeks, give it a shot. But anywhere else that I put underneath, it didn't work out. So I can't like conceal this guy right now or that one because the concealer, at least the Shape Tape, is not sticking to blemishes. I don't know. It's really weird. So whatever the case may be, whyever it's working, doesn't matter, but it's working. That is why I love doing those versus videos, because we can find some stuff out together, and maybe just me. Maybe I just find out, hey, you need to calm down on the concealer, because it was, you guys, why? It just got out of control. I don't know why I was doing so. It's just like more and more. It's kind of addicting, you know? You're just like, just a little bit more. Oh, just a little. And just like before you know it, it's just like I'm a blank wall. Even though I went and contour and everything, it was just unnecessary. So just getting carried away. So that will be good. Now I'm gonna apply my new, dare I say it? I shouldn't, but I'm gonna say it, my new favorite foundation, my new favorite. Ooh. I've only been using this for a week before being sick, so what, probably 5 times that I've used this, so I probably shouldn't say it's a favorite yet, but it's up there, especially for the price. Wet n Wild Photo Focus Foundation. I am in the shade Soft Beige. You guys, thank you to anybody who has recommended this foundation over the last year, because there have been several of you guys, and thank you. Seriously, thank you for your recommendation. I'm sorry it took me so long to get around to trying it, but I was in Walgreens and they were having a crazy sale, and this was like 40% off. So I think I only paid like $3 for it. I'll put the price that it normally is right down here. And that's a good price too. So when it was on sale, I was like, I have to get it. So I got it, and I'm sold. This spatula, I like the concept, but it feels really weird on my skin because it's like plastic, and I feel a bounce. It's just, that's just a weird thing I have. So I've just been dotting it all over. It's very liquidy, so it blends into my skin really nice, and I'm loving the finish, and it lasts a long time. That's too much. And so just seriously, thank you. Thank you to anybody who goes out of their way to recommend products to me. I take those seriously, and I picked up some stuff recently that you guys have been recommending, and I'm going to be doing a dedicated video on like the products that you guys have recommended that I have loved, and I will give you guys shout outs. So I'll mention this in another video coming up, but right now, if there are any products that you think that I would love, like for dry skin or whatever, if there's anything that you're like, girl, you need to try it, then comment that down below. And if you want a shout out, go ahead and use your Instagram handle, and I will shout you out if if I use the product and I like it. I don't want to shout you out if it's something that I don't like. That's just mean. So yeah, I've been loving it. That's what like this community is about, that I just love so much, is that we get to talk and chit chat and hang out with makeup. So now I'm taking my HD blending brush from Iconic London and blending that right on top of that little bit of concealer that I did. And this is like the medium size brush. It's not the biggest one. I've been loving it. I think the only thing I don't love about this foundation is like that there's no testers in the store, so it was really hard to pick a foundation, obviously, but that's just a drugstore annoyance that I have with any foundation. Seems like a good match. I haven't had any problems with it oxidizing. It seems like it's not a good color at first when I put it on, but when I blend it out, it is perfection. Gum would be perfection. I'm gonna take the smaller brush and just get on in there, especially right in here. So yes, that has been my favorite foundation. I know I haven't been using it for a long time, but honestly, I was starting to do this technique before I got this one, and I was using my Bare Minerals foundation and it was working great, and my Tarte Amazonian Clay foundation and it was still working good. This has just been the one I wanted to tell you guys about this and how much I love it, and I didn't know if I should do a separate video or anything, so I'm like, let me just put it in here and just seriously thank you guys who recommended it, because I love it. So good. It's like more of a satiny finish, and I think that's what my skin needs. Not like full dew, but not like full matte either. I'm really impressed for like such a cheap foundation. Then I take my little beauty blender and just make sure there's not too much excess. I'm not patting hard, and it is slightly damp, but it was like I wet it about a half an hour ago, so it's just a tiny bit damp. Just to make sure there's no excess and it's so liquidy. Now I'm gonna go in with some more, and by the way, I'm in light sand right now at the moment for Shape Tape. This is where I really need to reel myself in because I don't have dark circles, yet I was treating my under eyes like I do. And I don't do this on my clients. So why I was doing this on myself, I don't know. I need help. What can I tell you? So I'm gonna only place it where I need it, which is really hard. Like, this component was designed to slather it all over yourself, your pets, your family, your friends, your entire existence just covered in Shape Tape. And I need to stop it. Like, seriously. So I'm trying, and this is what I've been doing, and this is how I've been liking it. So I'm just gonna put it in that little dip that I get, and honestly, it's been enough. It's been enough. Put a little bit around my nose. The only reason why I put it there is because sometimes I get that redness and that separation, so this kind of helps fill in that little gap. A little bit on the nose, and this is not for discoloration purposes. This is for highlighting purposes. So a little there. And I put it right here because of that 5 o'clock shadow sometimes that we get, you know? I have some like discoloration on my upper lip. And you know what? I need to try this under my foundation because I didn't do that. So that I'm going to use a different color. Little bit to highlight there. Little more to highlight there. So before it was more like color correcting underneath the foundation. Now it's about highlighting, with the exception of the old pimple dimples right there. So now I'm gonna go in with light neutral. This is the shade that I was using when I was more tan, but I use it to cover up pimples now. It's closer to my skin tone. So that should be good. Yeah, if I need to add a little bit more after I blend, I will, but I've been trying to hold back. Take this small HD blending brush. I just love these brushes so much, you guys. So good. And just pat this out. See, that was enough, and that looks highlighted. Oh my goodness, I was just getting so carried away. What can I say? Anybody else have that problem? Anybody else? Let me try. Am I alone? This place in this world, this place in this world. This is one I need to do the little tiny brush. This one right here. Right in the little nose so I can get it all in there. Start blending it out up here. Probably don't even need to bring it up that high on most days, honestly. Just a reminder with these brushes, I'm not swiping, I'm pressing it in. I'm just doing it really fast in like a stippling motion. Oh, like see? That is so much better, and it's not creasing on my lines now and getting all crazy. Sometimes I'm teaching you guys things, but sometimes I'm learning a thing or two as well. That's what makeup's all about, you know, having fun, experimenting, but like, I'm always learning. Yeah, I've been in this industry for 12, almost 13 years, and I'm still learning new things all the time. All the time. And that's how I want my life to be. I always want to be learning. I always want to be growing and expanding my mind, my horizons, you know. So I'm just, obviously, you see I'm taking this beauty blender and just patting it out, making sure it's not too much, because, you know, girlfriend got those fine lines now, and I need to not overdo it, especially when like I don't actually have dark circles. So while slathering my whole under eyes, I don't know why I was doing it. Peer pressure. Okay, I noticed I needed just a little bit over here, so I'm just patting that in very gently. So sometimes this might take a little tiny bit more time, but for me it's worth it. And really, my eyes water like crazy over here, so it's better when I use less because I'll get like a patch of missing product if I put too much on and my eyes are watering. Especially if I have to go outside, you know, be out and about in the world, around people in real life. Now, for setting powder, which is very subjective and stuff, but this is what's been working with this combination, so this is what I'm going to show you. Tarte Shape Tape powder. This is the one, the loose powder that came out last year, not one of the new ones. I haven't tried any of the new Shape Tape stuff, but this little puff came with it, and I'm going back to like the old school, like Laura Mercier setting powder way, where I press it all up in there, and then take the back of your hand and you pat it. So you're taking off all the excess, and then you're patting it, kind of pressing and rolling just to set it, not kind of baking, nothing crazy. Go back in if you need some more. So try it this way if you have dry skin, because this still leaves my skin slightly satiny, but not like over powdered either. and it's pressing into my fine lines good. Little powder puff action. I think the brush is just depositing too much powder onto my skin. It's not looking so hot. Too dry. So I'm touching my face and it doesn't feel sticky or tacky, because that, I'm really wanting to get on the dewy train, but I cannot stand a sticky face. I just can't. So this is perfect because I don't think the finish is too matte. I think I still have some glow in my skin, but my skin is set and it's not sticky. Like, I feel a tiny bit of, I don't know, I don't want to say wetness, because it's not that it's wet, it's just that it's not sandpaper dry. And that's how it was with all the brush powder that I was using. Now I'm going to go in with the Catrice Prime and Fine Dewy Glow. I have about 1 pump left in this, so I've been using this since about the beginning of December or sometime in November too, thanks to the Teal that hooked me on it. So I know some of you guys also love this stuff, and Ulta's sold out around me right now, and I'm on like an email list for Ulta when it comes back online, and oh my gosh. No, I probably have like 3 uses out, so I'm okay. Does anybody else sell Catrice? Any other drugstores other than Ulta? Does CVS carry it? Because I was trying to find out, and their website is terrible. They didn't have any store information. It just said Ulta, which I'm pretty sure this is in some drugstores. So hit me up if you know where else sells this. Anyways, I'm gonna cover now my whole existence in this. My only complaint, as you know, is it smells like Windex, but at this point, whole bottle down, don't care, gonna use it anyways, because that just like, that literally brings back my glow. So my face is set with the powder, and this just like refreshes everything, helps it last a little bit longer, and that glow is just more natural, more skin-like. So I don't know if I'm gonna be like a full dewy girl or a skin-like girl. Like just normal, not too greasy, not too matte. I might be somewhere in between. I believe the word is satin, or like a little less than satin. Demi matte? I don't know. But yeah, so that I put on before my contour just because I think it melts everything together. So once this is dry, I'll go in with my contouring blush and highlight. This changes on the daily, honestly. Right now, I'm really into the Smashbox Holidaze palette, which I know is sold out everywhere. And good for you guys if you got that super on sale, because that was crazy awesome. If you didn't get on sale and you paid full price, don't feel bad either. Once it went on sale, it sold out really fast. So don't feel worried, because I was about to get it back up and I was like, oh, it's already sold out. So whatever. And then also from the OFRA line, their highlighters are amazing. So I've been obsessed with those. I do the highlighters in the Smashbox palette too. Blush changes every day, so I'm not going to show you guys that. If you do want to see a dedicated video on a brush contour and highlight, let me know that, and I can go through my favorites, you know, kind of thing. So I'll be right back. All right, my love bugs, here is the overall finished look, all done, and I included lippies. And let me tell you, what is worse than putting on lip liner when you want to overdraw and you have a pimple camping out right underneath your lip? That sucks, but we made it work. So anyways, here is the look all done up and all complete. And I went ahead and went really up close, dim my lights a little bit so you can see the skin texture and everything. You might notice that, for me at least, my skin looks a heck of a lot smoother. Especially when I did this the first time and I'm doing it in my normal mirror where I can like really see everything, and I was just like, wow, my pores look smoother. I can't see my fine lines as much. My skin just doesn't look textured, and it's just working for me. And I'm not saying that my foundation routine isn't gonna change, because listen, this is makeup. Everything's constantly changing. I'm always trying new products, but the main takeaway here is that concealer underneath my foundation right on my cheeks has helped me tremendously. It looks so much more smoother, so much cleaner, and some of you guys even noticed it too. So I know I'm not crazy, that it's just working for me better. So I'm liking that. And again, less is more for the concealer and you guys like me. Obviously, if you have dark circles that you're covering, that you're gonna have to use as much. And if you want to use as much concealer that I was using previously and you want to slather your existence, you do you, boo. Makeup's all for fun, and we can cater it to the things that we want and we need, and I just love it. Woo! All right, you guys, now it is time to talk to those newbies out there who are just stumbling upon my channel and my face. If you happen to stumble upon this right here, please go down and hit that little red subscribe button and join our fam bam. That way you get notified when I post, which is at least 3 times a week, and those 3 times are Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and I pretty much never waver from that schedule. Sometimes I'll throw in an extra video in there, which I have so many videos coming up. I actually have a 7 days series coming up, so stay tuned for that, and you don't want to miss out, because that's very, very soon. I'm testing lots of new products in that series, so get ready. To my OG fan bam and my new and everybody else in between, I hope every single one of you guys out there have a great, freaking awesome, wonderful, happy, lovely day.